Alright, so I don't got my mic, so hopefully it picks up everything. But on any 5.7, how to replace the water pump, and then we'll give you a little insight on how to replace the radiator in here. I got the bumper off so you can see it. So this is a condenser up in front, but right here we got, it's super simple. Turn my light on so we can see it a little better. You have a total of 11 bolts. You have a 13 go all the way around, a 14 here. If you're going to bleed it after you do it, make sure you put Teflon tape back on that because this will leak again. So nothing too crazy going on there. You know, you have a pulley that goes here, this guy, and then you also have this belt tensioner that goes on the water pump as well. Again, it's super simple. Almost anybody can do this. You have this vent pipe here. You can just take this guy off and it'll pop off. Thermostat housing, which goes right here. Just put a new thermostat. There's no gasket here from the factory, so I just put a new one, and I just put a little bit of silicone like around the edge, but it'll seal up fine. Every time I do a water pump on any of these 5.7 Hemis, you're going to do obviously a water pump. You're going to get a new thermostat since you're already there, and this pipe. Now, one thing to watch out for is the sensor, as it is plastic. And just be careful with it. You can put a 19mm socket over it and just be real careful with it, and it'll unwind, it'll come on out. The radiator was relatively easy because, as you can see, I got the bumper here. This one's a little messed up, but you have about a total of 6 or 8 screws that go on the bottom, and it'll be these guys right here. You have a 10 mil that goes right here, and these are just clips that go into the bumper. And when you take this guy off, you can see he has a little bit of a lip on it, so you're gonna move it around. Then up here, super simple, right here are the 4 spots for clips. They go right there on the bumper. You can see them, and it comes off super simple. Fog light connector right there. The reason why you gotta take the bumper off is because you have these 2 screws right here. There's one right here that connect the radiator to the condenser support, and you have the other one right there. The other 2 you can get to on top. This one's on the side, this one right here, and it can come out pretty easy. I can show you right here. So this is the front of the radiator. Oh, that's gonna leak. That's gonna leak. There are 1 bolt there. You got 1 bolt right there. 1 right there, and there's the one that goes on the side. This is the one that comes sideways right here. I would do like a whole follow-through process, but I'm not going to do that because if you're mechanically inclined, you can do this pretty freaking easy. I have it jacked up too because right here, this kind of corkscrew, and they have a little vent hose that comes off. So I have it jacked up just to put a drain pan underneath it, twist it, pops off. And you can see I made a little bit of a mess, but there's the drain pan and the water and everything. But that's about it. That's about all you're gonna run into with doing a water pump, or if you're gonna be doing a radiator. Another note that I'll make is these things are really sensitive to bleed, because the last one I did, it took me a while to get all the air out of it. So I got me one of these, and you can get one too. They're super light. I use this all the time. Vacuum filler. You can see right here, you put the whole thing under a vacuum, and this one goes to where your coolant is. Again, super easy, nothing to worry about. That way you don't have any issues with that. Put it under a vacuum, close it, and then put it over into the coolant tank, and you'll be good to go. That's it. This is all I took off. You can see I got the air box out of the way a little bit, but that's it. Probably looking at maybe an hour or so of work, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours for everything. And and that should be it. So this is how you do it on any 5.7 Hemi. And you see we got oil leak right here that we're gonna take care of it later. But that's it. More how-tos later on more cars that I come across, because I will be doing this more often. And yeah, see you guys later.